Okay, this is the fifth time I've made this video. Um, so before I start it, I'm gonna go ahead and say that there is a slight bug, and I don't quite know how to fix it, um, or the cause of the problem. But the perk does work, so I will say that. So basically, this video is going to show you how to make a speed boost perk, so that whenever your character collides with another actor in the world, your character will gain a boost of speed for a short duration, however long you set the duration to be. Originally, I was going to put this in a Word document, but I figured it would be a lot easier to show you rather than to tell you. So without further ado, open up a third-person blueprint in the UE4 and name it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter what you name it. And make sure that you have with starter content, because there is a possibility that you're using something from the starter content. Uh, so just include it just in case. And then create the project, and whenever you have loaded up into the editor screen, it's going to show your world, and this is where we're going to start. So in the content browser, you're going to right click, you're going to search for blueprint class, and then in that you're going to find the actor class. So you're going to name your blueprint. It doesn't really matter what you name it. I'm going to do speed perk. Boom. Alright, now we have it set, and we're going to open it up, and we're going to basically create the perk. So in here, you're going to add what the perk looks like. I'm going to use a cube because it's the first one. In the details panel, we're going to change the scale. I'm going to do 0.7, and then you can press tab to go to the y-axis. 0.7, press tab again, and you're in z-axis. So there you go. There's your new actor. And then down here, you're going to go further down in the details panel, and you're going to find collision. Collision is whenever your third-person character collides with this new actor. Basically, it's what happens. So the default preset is block all dynamics. So essentially, whenever your third-person character runs into this, he will stop immediately. So what you want to do is change it to overlap all dynamics, and now he can run through it. That's basically all you need to do. If you want to add something a little fancy, you can add a component and make it rotate. Okay, now it rotates in the world. Woo, rotation. Alright, compile it, save it, boom, done. Alright, go to the event graph. In the event graph, you're going to find 3 event pins. These pins right here basically start the event. We don't need this one, and we don't need this one, so basically we can delete these. So this one, event begin play is, I believe, whenever the game starts. Event tick is every second, and this right here is when actors overlap. This is the one that we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag off this execute pin, and we're going to find cast to third person, because remember, we're in the third person blueprint, so what we want to do is cast to the third person. Next, we're going to drag this execute pin out, and we're going to find timeline. And we're going to add a timeline. Timeline is the duration of how long the perk will last. And we're going to, I just want to make it kind of neat so everything lines up. What you want to do here is you want to select this pin here and drag it over to this one so that they connect. The next thing you want to do is drag, and to maneuver in this window, you're going to right click and just drag. You can zoom out with your wheel, or you can zoom in with your wheel, or you can grab these, if you want, you know. You can grab these, maybe, perhaps, like that, and you can move them all at once. You just left click and drag to move it. Okay, anyway, so what you want to do now is you want to drag out this update pin, and you're going to search for actually, the first thing you need to do is unselect this box. Make sure it is not checked, because if it is checked, you're not going to find what you need. So what you're going to do now is you're going to search for set max walk speed. And boom, there it is. Alright, so now that you have this node, you're going to drag out this target node. And you're going to search for character movement. Get character movement. This is what you're going to search for. Or you can just type in character movement and it'll bring it up. So this is what you need right here. I usually put this underneath here because it looks a bit neater. You're going to connect this to this, and then from this as third person character, you're going to drag this and connect it to this target. That way, you're getting the character movement speed of the third person. Alright, to do an overview, you're going to have, actually, let's go ahead and do the duration first, and then we'll come back. So you're going to double click duration, and you're going to add a new float track. Boom. In here, this is basically the time span or the duration of your effect, whatever you're adding. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click in here, add keyed to float curve, or curve float. The first one is basically how long after they have collided. So let's say 0.5 seconds after they've collided. Your new, by the way, the third person character base walk speed is 600. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give him a boost. So at 0.5 seconds, they're going to begin running at, let's say, 2400 move speed. Alright, so that's done. Now we're going to add another one. And this one's going to be at 4.5. Alright, and he's still at 2400. Boom. Alright, and then let's say after, I don't know, 5 seconds, goes back down to 600. Boom. Alright, so now we're done. So at 0.5 seconds, your character will start running at 2400 move speed, and at 4.5 seconds, he will begin to actually slow down. 4.5 seconds is the last point in time that he'll be running at 2400 move speed. After that, it's going to go down to 6 move speed, or 600, sorry. So you're going to compile it, and you're going to save it, and then you're done. If you want to look at the chart right here, so there it is right here. He's running at 2400, 2400, 2400, all the way up to 4.5 seconds, and then he drops down back to 600. Alright, there you go. That's that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the event graph. We're going to go back, and now you have a new pin. This new track 0 pin, you're going to drag this pin all the way over here to max speed. And this is the setup. So this is your blueprint setup for the speed boost perk. We're going to do a quick overview. This right here, begin overlap, is whenever your characters overlap. It will cast to the third person character, which is the one you're using currently. From here, it's going to drag and execute pin to duration. Duration is how long the perk will last, and set will set the move speed of the perk. So right here, you're going to connect this to, what did we say this was? Character movement speed. Character movement. Right. Unselect that. Remember, we have to unselect the context sensitive to find set and get character. So this right here is get character movements right here. Alright. And then once you get this, it's going to connect here to here, and you're going to connect as third person character to target. Alright, so this is your setup. Make sure that you have these pins connected. If not, if these pins right here, all of these pins are not connected, it's not going to work at all. Alright, without further ado, we're going to compile this bad boy, and then we're going to save it. Alright, it's saved. Close this window. Alright, so now we're going to save the whole project, and we're going to play. As I said before, there is a slight bug. It will work the first time, but it won't work the second time. And you'll see what I'm understanding. If you can figure out how to fix it, let me know. Oh, but first, you need to bring in the actor, because if you don't, you can look like a baboon, and it ain't going to work at all. Alright, now, is in the world. So now your character can run into this. So this is your base move speed of 600 right here. So he's running. Oh, look at that rotating perk right there. I'm going to run down through there. Fadoo! Boom, look at that move speed. Oh, God. Alright, back to slow-mo. Alright, let me show you the bug. And if you can figure it out, the way to fix it, let me know. Yeah, there it is, right there. It don't work again. So there's some sort of like, I'm not quite sure how it works, but if you can figure it out, let me know. But that's basically how you do it. I hope you learned something, and I hope to God this was a helpful video, man. I think I'm done here, so have a good one.